Hello, it's BrickBros UK and we have our alternative build for the LEGO Star Wars YODA'S hut 75208 that's proved to be quite a hard creation to pull off with only the swamp hut parts and pieces, but we didn't give up and eventually made the alternative build we're calling YODA'S Dagobah Swamp Ray, which includes a vehicle for the Jedi and a tree campsite. So if you want to make our Dagobah Swamp Ray, you can check out our step-by-step build tutorial at the end to construct it, but first we're going to review our new creations, and as far as spare parts go, we only had a few left over that could always be added to the builds if you wanted to use them up. Now we felt some sort of vehicle would help improve play, so that's why we focused on constructing the Dagobah Swamp Ray as the main build to provide the heroes with some much needed transportation over the water or to hover through the trees. And thanks to all the Yoda hut parts, it's got a decent swampy tan colour scheme with a Gungan sub style design, which looks pretty cool, but more importantly, it will keep them camouflaged when they're travelling around. So if we take a look at the front, here we built up a large rounded sloping nose to give the whole vehicle an aerodynamic shape. Then on either side we attached curved wings for flight with overgrown details, and on top of each wing we added the craft's engine units that both feature rotating seaweed propellers at the back for the main thrust, similar to a Gungan sub's engines. Following on from the engines, in the centre there's a large open cockpit, which as you can see has a curved front dashboard, a single pilot seat, a decorative brown backrest and a control system that Luke can use when you put him in to pilot the Swamp Ray on a mission. But the good news is it's not the only seat, because directly behind there's a droid slot for R2 who can be clipped in, and Yoda can climb aboard higher up on a supply shelf, so there's enough room for all of the minifigures. Turning to the back, on this side it's hard to miss the huge tail with its interesting curved design and nice details, which helps improve the Swamp Ray's streamlined shape in quite a big way. We also installed extra round white thrusters on the end of the tail for a boost in flight, and it can be angled down to activate the hover mode in play or push back up to resume normal flight. So Yoda's Dagobah Swamp Ray is an excellent unique vehicle to use on the planet if the heroes need to travel to a new location undetected. Moving on, to go with the Swamp Ray, we put together a cool little tree camp for the minifigures that's got everything they need to rest and train when they're out in the wilderness away from the home. Now we thought we'd attach the hinge connection in the middle so you can move the fire on the right to customize the whole layout of the build, and the fire's quite a small area but it's still got cooking tools as well as a food storage box for Yoda so he can cook up his favourite porridge. Then if we go over to the tree on the left, we added extra plants, food, the bottle, a yellow gem and the grapple hook to the base for safekeeping. We also wanted to replicate the original set's Jedi training play features in a small way in our build, so that's why we've created a fun training circuit for Luke up high, which includes the rope swing, a balanced levitating rock area and handholds. But what we like the most about this circuit is it still has a fully functioning force jump catapult on the end of the tree that's great to use with Luke again and again when Yoda's instructing him to get his jumping right. So the tree camp is a nice little extra build to use when you've parked up the Swamp Ray, and it's a handy location to fly to when you're lost in the swamp. On a final note then, our Dagobah Swamp Ray alternative build obviously won't win over everyone, but as you've just seen, if you want to expand play or get more from the hut display piece, it's perfect for you because it gives the heroes a much needed vehicle with an interesting swamp Gungan sub-style design to fly around in a battle or across the planet on an adventure. Then for the cherry on top, we thought it was a good idea to build a tree camp from spare parts so the minifigures still have a cool location to visit for training or to rest at, and this means you get to enjoy a location and vehicle at the same time when you're playing out your Star Wars Dagobah scenarios. So if you're keen to transform your Yoda's hut into our Dagobah Swamp Ray, you should watch on now to check out our step-by-step build tutorial, and if you're ready to go, let's start the build. And that's the finished build, so now you can enjoy our Dagobah Swamp Ray and Tree Camp, or maybe you've taken inspiration from the builds to create something even more awesome. Hope you enjoyed a BrickBros UK alternative build, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to BrickBros UK.